Yasaba, the Muna must say, Brasso say, try and come on one. Say, my main cow quickly say, in Makubia, so I see for some come away, bro. Excellence Boutique, Ultimate Remedial School, and Afi, yes, that a year lucky about false as your question. Because Presla, my catch order that Intinequas and catch will be on this matter. You have also that Mega Joy company as one the Korean regions in Abeja. So, not quick one. Minkai Tachiman Force. Wow, baby, Biana, Hifiada is the peak for the major biggest festival pour into let's go join to make the celebration a unique one. Yachana Nanumina, Tachima Mine, and the Trafohini, Fred Zen, Chief Executive, Classic FM, Bermehini, Nanansu Yacha, Kwanstrom Kusukwa, and the members of Parliament, District Chief Executive, are more Honinan. Yachama, I feel Tachiman Kuna Kasani Crab Washina, our one, the Kaka Hunina. You make the celebration a big one, Monkosu. And then, Nami Adma, almost about 9 days more for the launch of my very good friend, Dominic K.A. DeGraft at Edu. Yeah, Dominic K.A. DeGraft Edu. The book now all launch, Musings from Afar. And you need to be there, British Council, 29th. 5:30. A lot of dignitaries are also coming. I told us for it's free. Come and experience the kind of book I already there. Said there's a big change in how you see things and how you relate to issues too. Dominic K.A. DeGraft Edu, good morning, UK, chartered accountant and a disco boy. Namia Doma, you are in on the 29th to help launch your own book. Setkwam Watin Yonkopa so and no anti Monfena Shenesun. Again, belated one to Nana Chumesi Dako Ankobia Hene Ekropon Anafe a year Fredowari and Nea Wawoda anti also happy birthday and Koma or Kwanstrom Kuso. To this group, Fire for Fire more Koko almost the Masibibia Damoji Breshebi Afrechum Apollo Zona Dampare Gerald and Gaza and Kwame Sido. National Youth Organizer for the New Patriotic Party. Nana Boachi, the friend Nana B. Atanasi one. Your friend say Felix Kwachi Fusu. And so Beba Bekansa, Ewo Ahansi. Nana Akwaba.
You have a Babra.
Yeah, Boko, but see the no the level of frustrations and desperation, some way, somehow, on the part of reasonable number of Ghanaians. That is the challenge now. And I reminded the MPP, and I've been reminding the MPP, you came to power to ensure, say Ghana, you came to ensure that there will be sanity in the system. You came to also ensure that mobile regulate Ghana to make it more attractive, to live not in fear of anything, but I'm sure all the indicators, a reasonable number of them, but I'm sure you'll be able to prefer solutions this morning to, for instance, the city, for instance, the teeming unemployment youth, for instance. It is like the country is becoming unregulated. You need who takes responsibility or who is in charge. It's not about Nana Dankwa Kufada. It's about Minu. How are you behave? It's about a very careless, reckless media. You understand? So these are the challenges. You wake up and you are frustrated for Mother Ghana. Baby, I be doing no. Mona Sudini Damuso. My son crunch, any dasono, any GD, say it is still well, no matter these challenges. But you should come with Nyoma Bemanipa and Yasa Hotoso. Jaquaba.
Mijuso, Quabra. I'm in Chaubium, Michel.
That's his share, but becoming who's a Tiffy man to
the 5 northern regions, Upper East, Upper West, Northeast, Savannah, and a northern region proper. About Mika Honufuni Kakacho. Now, Mamindi can chow, Namina was in so. Or for the cases, none of the toast ones over the weekend. Now, mean, Dominic.
Yeah, Dominic.
Now, or see the papa.
Yeah.
Your cocoa jar, no money, now, swimming for feed the so. Now, mendado for, you know, say, yeah, money, fair. A more yard, say, obituary, papa, and so no say, I before a kaboom. Yeah. On Bijao Sana.
Yeah. Support the side,
yeah. And a bedana say, if you are a bushy in so back of food, you are baby.
Okay.
Now, say, by anti a beda, Obibians or no so soya, sene, or Timmy Bomodema, Adofui, intimi pair, or Cabra, at the ma, or Madofono, so a beda woman. O my hen, I'm going introduction dear is quite unfortunate.
Yeah.
No. There be any say yeah, some. O man if you be neighbor.
Yeah.
And o my hen, send na wo kan no. You are trying to paint a picture say Ghana na ye sum kabibi. You have been unfair to the situation. Me, I'm not happy. And nobody will be happy with the depreciation of the dollar.
Okay.
And he said, Asembana say, I can't say, and me and can't say, now no, because President Mahama Breso, now dollar no depreciated by 68% within the first 2 terms. So you never said anything.
No.
Oh,
if it's about the dollar, it is always a chorus.
Oh, that be. Oh, my hand, I say, no, minion, oh, my hand, you know where I've been moved free, and then
if it's about the dollar.
Oh, Claudia, you are one of the people at the Metaka say, yeah, but radio, so you can say radio, so you know, me the one said be found Kaka. What I say, so you carry Gini pa kama. So I I'm telling you, say, minimum in NDC opposition. This is not the picture you painted.
That the dollar has done.
Yes, I mean, and I make us many young and yet. So I'm not saying, I was listening to you, dear by me, I was listening to you on and frankly speaking, you need to be fair. You need to be very fair because.
But what is your challenge? Address it. It's not about my.
No,
friend.
my challenge.
I'm telling the situation about the NPP campaigning that a particular regime had a dollar rate at to this extent. Now it's about percentage depreciation. This is a businessman who wants to go and
that is why I'm. No, do you know why it's important?
Encourage us, but not about.
No,
what is it that is making the dollar shoot?
What I'm trying to say is that you don't paint that picture. Number one,
what is the rate of no, Mamu Fasa didn't say what you say to.
And I say, I'm a Kazana.
No, but baby, I didn't know.
No. Also, me can why no.
Yeah,
it me can me get as a mechanic. You can correct me here.
Of course.
Why are they saying me commission mechanic? What I'm saying is that no, that you can say, but when you say it, no, that be winning. They be a metaka say. Obie ni one more, and I say me as a person. I ne dollar na But when you paint a certain picture, say afe na adena ye hu na ye kra ye na Ghana for. And that's what do you muna to see how the Nema Jagua. You have been unfair.
I never said.
Oh, I mean, those were.
You wake up every day to frustrations in Ghana. It has nothing to do with anything.
No. But that is what I'm trying to say.
But if you wake up and people are frustrated, what's your problem with that?
But that is what I'm trying to say.
I'm saying that if police officers are being beaten.
Yes.
What is the problem? It's not frustration.
Then you should
if the dollar is going
you
up,
should have placed that in. That is what I'm trying to say. So we paint this picture now. But what I'm trying to tell you is that we compare because Ghana now was here, no matter what, 2020 bedroom, you sit in the same chair and obey analysis based on a memoir, a person bekoyenim, any a memoir haba.
Clearly, you will be held by your social contract.
Look, yes, you have an NDC person. More about dollar no one. But I know more if you say attentive to your motto. I know more treasure. Because you are the worst manager of Isikasem. Worst. Yeah, because how is it? I never quite know when this is for. Ghana did how many years? 62. Omunkwa no Ghana no omedi Ghana so percentage wise 45%. NDC for nkwa percentage wise 45%. Oh for first NDC 11 years 8 years almost about 19 years now another 8 years 27 years. Omunkwa but sometimes they come and they paint a certain picture say ebi kwansi da. But me kai Dr. Wampa Breso. Ghana full su na ye ka ho asem ga oh Africa na dollar no we ye nu salabu no dollar no mo ka kire se da bi se an wow dollar wo ho no se wo bank na akogye be ma o cedi se po pe se wo du tu kwan krampo na age se wo de explanation eba cha dia wo di sika no kwakoye. But we haven't gotten to that level yet.
We don't need to get there.
That is what I'm trying to tell you, sir. We don't have to paint a certain picture, sir. And then you woman need a woman yet. You're sitting in a woman, yepe, and then I'm someone I'm okay.
From 5'6" to 5'4".
I'm
sure I've not checked this.
I am very, very certain, sir. With the measures are urban anyway saying I'm very confident in the managers of the economy. Very, very confident. But who as a journalist who can? I can consider it, but not to create a certain picture. Okay.
How they say? Let me reframe my question. How they say? You see, Kano na who ordinary former neko.
Yes, my no can say no be again. Now I feel near can, but you don't have to create that picture. I say,
no, you don't need to encourage the class.
But Nyamenchadi, assurance number, the confidence with which the managers of the economy can wasem. Every may say Tiwa na kasa adnes wotiaba. Pempensuwe kwa na ya yu. No kwasem oha nwaka. Ti ebesre pendifo a omuso yisikemu. Se ene no ano ho ba omode amaye. Se nyame ya adom a na watwe a yewu mu na ebe wuramu yi ene ne toso no de na sidi no agina. Enti so beti. Enti no we need to give confidence to the business class. Ghana no, unfortunately for us, anyone we ready to do you import it. Do basi seska, ana a day akwakotos animal in Yaba. The Bibiano Bon says a bono a costro dollar basi sana de becono coba. Eba, obviously the price margins are also no profit margins, no, over transfer to the consumer. It's yen yet is asem nasi. It's Mijidi pass the trend there, I'm very confident saying nano pay. As I bet by 0.2 BM. And we need to go below 5 and then even go down more.
Okay, so that's the question I asked. Is it not worrying? Say, Nipe Binimu Susi, they are better managers of the economy. Now, when I bet so now certain indicators are not necessarily the dollar alone. Or certain indicators, I say, what is wrong with these administrators? Because this is not what they promised us.
Apart from the dollar, no. Which I'm
saying, what is wrong with the dollar? Because sabi fapim nankasa Ghana, fapim nankasa gwedi inkitedie ye koni eba, ye kofebia ba ye di bi konyina no ejina ho. Inti aban no ayam hihye na because Ghana koma kese nankasa, in this case businessmen and businesswomen. Omo de ye dollar diga. Omo na ekase. For instance, tie obi enhihye won krata so kire se Nyame adma okofa nyoma ne bosom 1 Ghana cedi. Watro krata bi ene ne san krata ne bi. Ade achi na enu nansa. 1 Ghana cedi na ntibi anya adwuma. Adan a ye dollar hihye no. E ho akakakra. E ho na yam hihye no.
I think it's the same thing all of us.
E ho na hihye no.
It don't make us say all manage economy, but you see ade am den say yenhwe eneme bi o. Na no bi make us say you see December ya na ye ka ho asem sa na ye see motia na be fako.
Yeah.
Okoka ho asem krampa ho ha na enya okasetia ene megina kwan we se so ana se afidike se so na mabo aban mu mpanifo mabo abaso look amemu no enna fom enye de bia na abenya ne tote etoda because see Ghana kwa na be global economies ni bibia no is linked up to other economies. You have certain shocks ubenyinya ne mabia enkoso wo amano ne dwaso ubon se no benya nsunsuanso bo ne bia wo economy so ba ne nyina hankamfu ano eni die a wo de be ma enipa na wo di so no ma na no ho ba se you are working towards it no ene manage ho.
Okay sir,
go back kaya ho o say last week ya na te Iraq no free atanka say their plans are they to say be adno so bete eti enra Monday
something that's reflected.
Yes, when you said because it was really going up.
So Anobani Bini said boy pay because what has come up as among some of the reasons they say even though Yehu Sesikano emu ye kakra and that's one ne say aban enhyehyeye ni bi ode gu akwam no enche betwe na besi na akwam ama bibia timegu akwam apart from this enhyehyeye no what are some of the policies are
exactly finance minister kan obehwa there's a certain inflow about $750 million via Ebabe Hiti accounts, very positive. Again, with our cocoa, no, we also have another 3 billion via and also Airbar. It also hit the account, very positive. In fact, the injection of the dollar into the economy. So when you have such inflows, Airbar in terms of sika, senior, Mijina Kenofrea Tassim to Air Kana, na Eboa. In fact, it was just over the weekend, and I heard from a very senior government person, I said, Sikana Hiti account. So yesterday, when you said, sir, it appears, sir, there have been a certain jump. Because when say Sikabe movie by even 0.2, no, yes, it's baby pa. 84, it say all of overnight, now a push up a two, no. Or mine, I'm very certain, say, no, we are Bekokotna as Empebium in your own corner. Boom, Udujamuno. I'm very positive, say, you can't be once in beam. But I'm very confident about it. I mean, it's not a very pleasant situation. Yeah. Many and you send the econo, but send your mecano. Yeah, Babisum, we are not going to make complaints. You be complaining, and I say, Debbie, we just need to fix it and work towards it. In fact, Obakaya, they be me 3 years, I didn't say, me 2 years into President Muhammad's administration. Yeah, man, interview or DW.
Don't you explanation to that?
No. Do you know what he said? He said
it doesn't take
2 years.
Yeah.
Oh, to find 10 years around. But I don't know if he said no, be vice president for 3.5 years. Was be president, and 2 years into the second term, no, he's saying say on to me for 2 years. And you may be but a president, and they one another. Nana Adom for His Excellency, or make complaints. On say no, 2 years for Monto. Yes. It's a problem, it's a challenge, and you have it. It is an idea also, especially when our economy, no, it is linked up to other economies. It's linked up to the world.
Of the things
you have such shocks.
Yeah, thank you. But one of the things that you really be, specifically myself, I will not reference even anybody, is Dr. Bawumia's proficiency in lecturing about issues relating to the dollar. Question is, where is Dr. Bawumia on this matter of the dollar?
Am I hearing? You see, Dr. Bawumia's way about economy, and he being the head of economic management team, he's done extremely well. The dollar as indicator, no, I idea affect any part directly. But then I make say interest rate reform.
Yeah.
And I make say inflation reform. And I make say aggregate more pija. And I make say GDP to sika no our form. So we share all the economic indicators are. Now we are managing it very well.
Fellow
very well.
Be interested. Almost 3 years into your administration, are you bold to say you've been able to achieve a reasonable number or averagely?
The president is a covenant-keeping president. Covenant-keeping president. I keep saying it. Yeah. Papa iba de bia metaka se wo hwe neme bi na ye de campaign because we hwe from 2008 about 2012 ne can free SHS wansem na nipa bi so pan ne atwe na boss wo and oba ya very bold na odiaba. The president is a covenant-keeping president. And once make na o kan adwuma sem ne ade. But we have done far better in 2 years.
Okay.
In terms of recruitment.
With the NAPCOs.
NAPCOs there, Forestry Commission there. Now na aketua kakran gam say John, we invite him and they were tia omunya aka 1 month arrears. NAPCO no emma 100,000. Ngofo enije rounds aye ko nyina no. I'm telling you. In fact, education alone, both teaching and non-teaching staff within 2 years, almost 30,000. You're recruiting nursing. Almost backlogs for almost 3-4 years. Now, for financial crimes.
From the Ghana Health Service. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Is it Ghana Health Service?
Exactly. I know can you bear any 14,000. Every sector. So in terms of recruitment, I'm telling you, for just 2 years, we have done far better. Because in this time, almost I am a recruit. It's not 1 year NAPCO. Me say many are bidding come. Be at 8 years, 7 years, 5 years. And they were not 700 Ghana a month. Then this so papa, who say no crano, a bit pejano, because no who be onyabi. Okay. And these are the realities, yeah? So you can't a nursing training allowance. Me have been in the Makwa in the 5 northern regions. you have visited every single institution. I owe Honumbia. Now, call NTC nursing training for now. Omani Haji, there are more areas, no, a book on my areas, but you know what? They are happy because it has been restored. Unlike under NDC,
okay. So this is for our consumption. Recruitment of general nurses, midwives, mental nurses, registered community health nurses, and allied health professionals into the health sector, and is dated on the 18th of March, 2019. Following a financial clearance granted by the Ministry of Finance for the recruitment of 2016 batch of the above-mentioned categories of health professionals from the public health training institutions, the Ministry of Health wishes to inform the general public, particularly qualified trainees who fall within the above description, that it will commence recruitment process into the various agencies from Thursday, 21st March 2019. Therefore, qualified trainees who are part of these groups whose clearance has been received as indicated in attached sheet and intend to work in the various agencies under the Ministry of Health are requested to formally apply online by logging onto the online application portal and follow relevant instructions to select the preferred agency. Deadline for submission of application is Thursday, 28th of March 2019, and is signed Nana Kwabena Ejay Mensah, Chief Director for Minister for Health. So, Yebe Kwaba, Yebe to encommon so. Well, that's how I say. Rapti, Ghana Tourist Authority, Sunyane. Come on, only sensitivity for most Yacha, most Magibra, most Tony Bennett, Mpensenpensenmu. Former Deputy Minister Albert Nasi, Felix Kwachifusu. Now, the candidate for opportunity.
No, many candidates. Many candidates. Abra Sebu, Mpensenpensenmu. Na mamitia opinion bi o ye fe no. Abra Sebu kan kese was central region.
Amini mona zo na Nyamori.
Nyamori, good.
Yeah. Ta one of you. Ona ifiti no. Ena ibe how. Why? Akwa usisa no constituency no.
Yeah, the constituency. Adom go we to Elvis na.
Oh, then be Elvis ho. So no as first vice. Vice on the ho no. No, on any papa na Elvis.
Okay, to
Elvis
ni papa na.
I was saying before the Elvis but there.
On the ni ba. Ni papa na.
Okay, we see the.
Oh, no ho be. Akwa say the constituency.
Man
constituency
no. Chairman Afula. Yeah, branch chairman. I'm saying
will be so nice at that place.
Now what you
it's a very familiar terrain.
To me, your friends say, "Nipa bi ewo eye apeusika, any old debu, any abu enu, ekokushia e edwendwen party no na nipa dodo na akire mu a eye mu station omo hwe pa ti eye oman mu nsemu ekoso no
confront
Enfante kasa bi
on community bi de no
ko yi zabe yi fati
enyo
je no on metia be so on kemi no kemi
na wala wo si unu bo so wo kan mi de besi
how na you feel former vice
wo kan mi de besi
oh really
event no for
vice president amisa to
hono na obon ho modern pa
ekoro so sa etitu free
ura mori ko no ma
etitu free pa na
no it's a familiar terrain because for the national youth wing and Samuel Oku, that was where we had our last youth rally.
And that's some of Brian Boabimu Krumos and
some okay, be a whole of video.
Okay,
I only have
a boy more than one, but it's
a familiar terrain.
Okay,
but a NDC seat.
Yes, no crap.
But
and now, yeah, push me from
yes, I push me. Yes, I push me.
Okay,
so come and I'm fantastic.
Oh, I did.
Oh. What can last week? Why
typical fancy town. To one bed for days who are mushing, we not one can fancy. Felix and Tim Fantino.
Oh, am I here?
Oh, what?
Was it? Oh, crew no essay. Yeah, now what you am call her. Would you be more for say Casabana Mecano? Now, the Aquaban say, Jao better if it is what. I'm say Casadoa, Nipano, Ecano, and I will come on. Now, Fantasca, and Yamadin, Casa Mecanifi, many many candidates, and yet as I may have been. But my me remember me tie nkomo dia na modifa CD no ho no so ya sha
ya ni nkomo
na CD no nkomo no eto do na wutie MPP fo a na wo de omokasa omoka ne sisi a no kototo de omoka no mfie be ye miensa etwemu ni a na untumi hu se sabio amanyosem a ye no nukredie asanwo ana
get the premise right. One, omo hihye omo de egu akwa omo so encouraging. Two, in terms of percentage depreciation of the CD.
Premise be any ho. There's only one premise. Our premise no. Omampeni abedi echire Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia. Nana Akufo-Addo. Apa on say onhwe economic management team so. And this our premise ne by 2014. Or say if the fundamentals of your economy are weak, the exchange rates will expose you. Or sanka say wo hwe oman bi sikasem ntoto ya. Ade ehia pa ye de hwe ahode awo mu no ene kwan a seed no ene amanoni sika etentam. The most important indicator of a strong economy exchange rate. That is Dr. Bawumia ni mu asama a woka MPP be konwa so yi emfie mienu ne bosome miensa mu ne we mebo a yet seed no lose almost 1.5 cedis on beto no 4.2 Ghana cedis as of January 2016. Last week, I called 5.75 Ghana cedis.
5.4.
Masa, enya no 5.6. Toko GCB, interbank with GCB, GCB, 18th March, any 19th March, rate necessary. In fact, ye can, I can't dollar cry. Now, adia British pound, no, a day yesterday, no, and yes, British pound, we here 7.41 Ghana cedis as when you be. What do you call GCB? I'll be home. Inti come, what I say, I'm going to be able to it is not true. But now, me say, in terms of real value, nominal value, CD ne lose 1.5 cedis in a space of 2 years. Yen yaba konwa so 2009 na ewo 1.2. Yefie na ewo ahin 4.2. Into a loss of 3 cedis me boa. Within 2 years no, when half of the yen lose ye. Nti eto da no mo kasa, no mo the percentage kasa. Omo pese omo de saade ni hinta Ghana fo. Se ne be ya yen hu eye sani sikasem entotuye atete apansa mo Ghana se Dr. Bawumia ekire mu no. Eto so mienu no. Enema miensa na eye ohaw kese wo sidi na ho de nkofom no so. Edikan no. Sidi na ho de nkofom a eha omo a eye dwadifo ene importers. Ene omo dwetira omo di dwa no, omo di dwa no eso ehwan. Kane no na wo hia sika kakra bi e de akra niema ene wo hia mo ho ba emienu ansa wo de akra niema because seed no ahode no ate akofom. Insusu aso e de ba ne se ema eniema bo a me ne wo mienu nyina ye koto no e kosoro. Em se na wo tie twam ya sa wo ti bodofo nka.
Yeah.
Almost say esambo 120 Ghana cedis e ko 150 Ghana cedis me wa. De sa ni from beto brodo mu. Me bo a. Me na owo me ma me na oto brodo. Obi enim no. Ne bo no kosoro esichire bo e kosoro emobo e kosoro bibia ni Ghana ha e kosoro nti wo de toto science mo ka say inflation e wo 9.2% na wo tumi say omo ni no crunch Ghana fo e no kra pro Dr. Bawumia so aka o say entumi nkoba say wa osidi ana osika no ahoden eso te e ba fom na inflation so ko fom o say there is a disparity a disconnect we Dr. Bawumia nka say na no mutuo e na oto yi metumi yi sa asem no a kire wa ha ma kan ne verbatim de a kire wo. Atoso miensa no oha ba kuso e wo sidi ho se na ho de no ekofom a ene eka ye de so man de bonifa no public debt ochina minority in parliament ombeye nhyiemu bi e wo parliament house justice DFR9 conference hall beye anopa nundu na omo de nsem betu dwa afa ohaw kese a emodem ba na na ado ne Dr. Bawumia emmonti amasidi na ho de akofom a e de abrega na fo hwe wonim say ka ye de as of December na ye 172.3 billion Ghana cedis from 120 billion Ghana cedis in 2016. Sa time no almost the 4.98 Ghana cedis na calculate. Foreign component and I say the ye de na manone no $18 billion. Esan se cedi na ho de no akọ from nti na o calculate ya an additional 17 billion Ghana cedis na beka no. Wo ka say wo say almost your mo kwaji loan efi himfa omo ko euro bond on be raise $1 billion.
Yeah.
Almost sign ebema GMPC akwaji $200 million biaba. Omo wi a Cocoa board so e wa akwaji biaba. And now more kwaje the Boniface the Bridging Finance from Stanchart and a Standard Bank for and we are $750 million. So we can in our we are talking close to $3 billion on the Beka account. And now I feel so sa Ghana Amalgamated Trust ya matia yen hunipa e shase ye no. Oma sovereign guarantee. It is our sovereign guarantee nti no e ye ka e beda ye so omo kwaje 2 billion Ghana cedis abeka ye ka. It is yanhwe here. Afinko na wiye no na Ghana eka ye de no. Etwam more than 203 billion Ghana cedis. Na ohawa wo mo say ebema interest payments no so akosoro because of depreciation here wo hu. Inti economy ni de atetea pansam if you use the exchange rate. Dr. Bamia say the most important indicator to do the analysis.
But we have been given the assurance in the midst of the challenger, seed in the one. And she says, so a buy or tissue di go a quemu.
Amahini.
That's so encouraging.
And some you and encouraging. I mean, show a false hope no more. Last week, Open India, your friend Charlie Robertson, or your chief global economist, Sikasem Edumeku Kasibia, you're from Renaissance Capital, or Monsieur, London, and him crew. Or the better just say CD is the weakest currency, the cheapest currency in Africa. And answer no because asem na na otwe a edu ho no Bloomberg. Omo ye leading international financial media organization. Omo say aman ahodo oha ne aduanan 140 no. Sika ye di ni sa aman no mu nyina CD any the worst performing. Etosu mi no. Some are workers say, and she shall me go across no encouraging no. And yet the creature say, Edican no, and yet the Edicania, Yakoji Rubon Naba. Omoba, be Mama Jirubon Munu. So I just here. Oma JJ, Busia, Oma Bobosia, 54 billion Ghana cedis. I can't remember 2 years as of December. Men can't, men far, dear Mebobo, Siciano, and count. Yet to buy a Suntinium, Meba, Uncle Meba, is seen to Meba, or Meba, Sassicano. Dollars be blue. And no end to me, I must see 9 years stable. I'm a lose 1.5 cedis in the space of 2 years. Into also the same Eurobond bar. There's no guarantee. Say at the end of my city, and only your friend money in transit. Almost quite says you can be a car. Nebraska as you could ya. It is kind of buy a best uncle. So I must say. Sicom bridging financing now, almost genome yaka. No more we are Marco Eurobond as I be to Inti eye money in transit and yes get na wafebo ena omo a ye de omoka e wa manone no omo jom sika de akose other economies because the US economy is stronger now than frontier and emerging market economies in Ghana. Inti eye false hope arehyiemu a eni nyina so no mo de ma Ghana fo. It is all a businessman and now ye dwadini na wadwen ye wo se owura oforiata ena na bi se sika bi benti si ni begina. They are misleading you. Enye de keni a yakowo bosiani. Why? Last year, answer na parliament be rising. Oman can share so omo kwaje $2 billion if you sign hydro for her. Says can emu $1 craba. Senka eka anoa ye de share bobo ebo no ho ba. Se wo kwaje sibi aba. Wo kwaje dollars aba. Nka be ma sidi na gina. Nti ade a ese omo yitu mu ne say, one, they have failed. Dr. Bamia has failed. Kasa o kan nyina se be mpedua na ye numudwa keke. Nimdia na o kire se omowo no omowo economic managers akese nyina no se bi na ye kasa eni nyina so biara omama aho kire ohia ekun kototo ahia so na adokro Ghana fo enne omama eduadifo ense sifom importers enne apart from the fact say omama import duties akosoro through benchmark ne cargo tracking notes e se omde aba no cedi na ho den akofom no so ama ene omo ekra ne maba omam omo tua dodo se nkane no.
But we ignore some of the initiatives are behind it too.
Initiatives.
For instance, Port Asama just recently, and even just yesterday, I think there's something that I read, Business and Financial Times, talking about a reduction of almost 75%.
A finance minister and this has something called to parliament. Meanwhile, the reality on the ground is different. Why? A year fencing, paperless sport or working. Your friend trade facilitation. So trade facilitation initiatives, you started rolling a pencil. So I must say. And you be before, but almost about 2 inches, even almost years. But trade facilitation is different from the rates and you pay here. Now, say on the cargo tracking was by you, Google, good for say, Oma we have some be years at the end because it has increased their cost. Benchmark system, the first no, now Ukraine maba, you will claim me a passo SSC. The benchmark system, the buy no, almost a son, into a man yama bono, and now ama a boa utia as due to Nakosro. Inti asem wa mo ka ene de wo fom no ebo ebra
okay
inti metu amofo se omo nka no krenche Ghana fo se ne ebe ya ye be no musuo e ya twen opani abo ya boso ya hye sapo musuo na ya ma ya boso aye bo no emu aye de ne esen se on be man for so
tough times ahead then no ne wo hwehwe ni wadi hu Ghana
masa it is going to get tougher because aban eniska se me no ka se adekuntu ammo kwaje sa average finance of 750 million no payments bi aso a omuni sika omudi kutu anso na mokwaje aba meanwhile me no ka say no say nra omako road show a omde kwaje Eurobond no sabai wo sika nko betwen because a matter of a week or two omo sabeka say sika no but essence omuni skint no omokwaje bridging finance e de ebesi ano ansa makofa Eurobond naba eti ni amati apansa no omo nka no krenche
yeah be ubenya full time we dey say obutwasi e be ba butwe ho ba
e twa mu de mo pedodo awrade yakofo
ye twa wa ba e ba e be twa ko. Well, me aka sabe maame ana ode me ko school kakaka wato su kwampenim senior ne sister Agnes Pianim ma ena ye wawoda ma was 70 say nkayo so Pauline amonya party mama me ndara beto aso amamo. Happy birthday, Agnes Pianim. Lots of your text messages as well. Quickly, my answer na be so the in common about so the my ebinim say okay, we free Dankanamwa quickly or no the say it's a oh no Dankan no the working kind. It was a Chamber of Petroleum Consumers ensure there is absolute fairness in the saga of the police, the driver and his mate. This is a releaser, almost Ediaba. I'm very interested in what really is going on. Dankanama, Executive Secretary, and also Efri Donko Fuseni. It is a new strategy by the is it a new strategy by the MPP or what? Since when have you Oman not bashed the NDC when things were tough in 2015? Even when Wampa introduced the dollar measures. If you claim someone is incompetent and you are given the benefits of all the mistakes and corrections, and you still make mistakes, what then are you? Patapa is no solution to economic crisis. It's a trend now. They attack even our panelists. Just observe how he will heckle Felix. But that's why you got it wrong. He didn't do it. Lots of your text messages. So that
Asuma me kete Felix hands on come fan take akra no munti. Minuano so tim fantino. But is it quickly? Tetema wo yam pro.
Yeah.
And name one was Minua Felix. His Excellency the Vice President no authority Ukutino. But it's the same person he said he was a disgrace to one family. He himself said it. Did Dr. Baumia Tempoto when he was a deputy communications officer? Minister, sorry. But then Dr. Baumia an authority, he is quoting him. But it's the same person. But you see, at the Quantiana make us NDC for at into Rotiomoto and Omuhria treasure. Because you can't dollar pa dia near Cono, many new home. But clearly NDC for they be an also me yes argument no. Ya come ha, maka ha. Say finance minister Mpensenpensenmu and she show me the go come no mo hwe say dollar no e betimi agina na so. But ye can managers of the dollar power NDC ni nkom ka bi managers mo peke dollar 1.1 ebra e could do even 1.8 Dr. Wampa maka ha measures or the buy and say wa wo do dollar craba ko to bank no uni kwan kra so ofa so kra so okoyi okwa akoyi a yeso di nchiremu ba ebido mu shika e ko hyehyem paase. You see, within that period, no, chaotic for the dollar. A pejaya could do 3.5. A can be a dollar now one day and peja beam. Move free should have 4.2. Look, on my hand, I'm young figures don't lie. First 2 years, Obia performance. First 2 years, Obia performance. President Kufuor Breso, Sidino depreciate by 19.14%. President Mills Breso na 20%. Openi John Dramani Mahama Breso na 63%. Another Breso 15%. First 2 years. And that is it.
And that is not
yes, it make us say and nyame adaroma and ya ka say your inflows can be honoma ya deba during their time na say econo one of the short term measure me and say omu inject sika into the economy. I remember very well. So why is he sitting here today saying say and that measure I see you expect some inflow of dollars into the economy no or see enye that's wo bia na emu mo bia amfani into so meanwhile similar measures muteki under mabreso na economy mu inject na stabilize it. Look, and sometimes they talk about the debt, no, and they forget say aye busia bone ebi ehunsi ho basa ye negotiate bi basa and no ho ne busia bi ne de atua because your obligation aban bia ne ye ntoaso me say go into kona kohwe nima ye de busia ne ye. And sometimes now me catch you say uko get fund o mahine me say contractors and I no moka and into contractors can you say contractors be a car net that 2009 2008 2010 never be seen. I'm telling you omufiso no more issue checks more than 600 million Ghana cedis for get fund for and so now sekano omuko e na seke bia meto accounts ni me say contractor now no me dis we can say roads cocoa roads are yejai because se ofa GOG funded roads na bi wo sefi ene ne mpatemu na ye be $4 million. Then quickly ye de beto cocoa board there so no then it jumps to 80 million. Cocoa board so mu ye hwehwemu. So get in there and you realize that most of Sesika Yakoji Beninano, it is because of a year carbonia and this for Abuego, how they messed the economy up for 8 years.
But
Debbie, it's a governance. Because Kano say John Romani Muhammad about 2 hole Nanado bar also tia. And you must pay. Also tia.
So Team M4 should be interested in the agreements you are also signing.
Oh, but Omani, yen sign kokuam. Yen sign wiem. Yen go sign monchibonkem. It is there. At least Obaya wo keke binum near that. It means that yen nyano in the dark. Yen in the dark. Can GMPC asem? Say GMPC. Sekebia yes I expect for. Make almost time GMPC. They mess the police up.
GMPC.
Oh. GMPC first 19 years now you crack a force you need do the when President Kufuor came no redirected the focus of GMPC and then oil in commercial quantities. Enya oil in commercial, you do time benafi, you the year sponsors, and the GMPC make us say school dan commercial almost by 60 classroom blocks. 60 boreholes or more two, and getting close to by 1,000. Scholarships are here, and close to by 2,000. It is a ye can't dollar wasem. Now you can't bosia bon wasem. Now you can't better managers of the economy. I can expect it send ye a opposition for Abibiano Sana, ebi also Mukasa. But MPP, we are better managers of the economy by far. By far. Ejoma, Oma dollar na sem ne die, e bestre. Okay. Say the medical cano and penny for Omo Muhono Mushe. Na yen so anano kwan. Okay. Na yen who say to no be a watono. But I can tell you, say, for 2 years in here, and how messed up this economy was. Na not done Kufa and penny for. It is not going to be a reason for them so because on the Onuka vice president paying. Or Sabe president paying 2 years into the tenano. Was you excuse me? So clearly, Sani money nyani any more say to me. Okay. But for dollar na party, I think the road to NDC for car. Okay. Omuntumi rate. Yeah. Okay. But I end the lucky first one also so kwanso because we say ni pedua no hwehwe mu no mba wakwanya signals. Ya dey bia da ne kran call down bia no. Fadom lucky herbal for 0260 791194 and 0277465855 na no one kasa. Excellence Boutique is what on your papa and Tadia Nebo L from na air papa so man and member teach you so your wedding and answer your jubilation could be called on Tadia L on one Crabatano L a your memo baby I teach you ye Madino Doko Kumasi Takradi you could try and work about your buy a better income. Unya very privileged we be down. Yeah. Okay, so Yasaba, Wahan say Felix Kwachifusu, former Deputy Communications Minister, NDC, now Team Communications Member, NDC, and then a hopeful and aspirant, Emma. A crime in him says, "In dear for near being for near teaching." Oh, it is for yeah, that's good. Now, I branch you or Mori, your friend in Yami. Yeah. Was your shop or your branch executive more? Yami, Yami, one can. We have to show one seat. What should I born for tribute to? What can I should I born for tribute to? When I ever has a bell, make us a result. And one but when Pusumi because only did a dance only your mayor. Why they just say, Elvis. Elvis, come on, vice president. Okay. Oh, I'm funny crazy. No, I'll go on the phone. Yeah, I'll go. Okay. Many I can send be a SMT. Any kind of. I don't see me ball Ghana for Coco. Yeah. Say a month for me to someone finance minister. We are can for Yataka. Nanabi can be a hand of pain. Say, only escape be a model best share. You see, I to you anymore. I'm a student agent and say, and you did the canon. Last year, Bank of Ghana almost $750 million and a support say, Sidino. Now, so I need agent some. You get me? And on a temporary solutions. A short-term measures are effect no. A year to be. Into the boom when China ni pass answer sako. Into na ya san ba ye ABC mubium. Ya ba back to square one send ye can go for mu. Into say wo pese wo so seed na eteba from na no a. Enye anu ne de so ano. The problem we care. 2014 after say seed no ba from kakra no. A san pejua ne mu by 20% against the dollar. Because e konya sa short-term CKB ebe she mu. It is not the solution to the problem. It also me no. As some our say they are better managers of the economy. No, but when they say a untenable claim. Who opposition? Who to make the OPB? I mean, what can I say? Dr. Bami, you know, simply so about ball. Nipe bi din say omone MPP for economic management team members. The gurus. Satan ni emfa economy nation omonsa. Inti na to me do onum ka the OPB. But ya dey so omonsa na ho sunso aso na ba.
into as to whether they are better managers or not no the output the whole sisi anechire the output shows that they are a horrible team shambolic performance e be mad na no putting up or say yenye fefi 1.2 under president Kufuor ediba 4.2 no correct but that was an 8-year period cedi no when fan say 3 cedis Asian fees so in relation to the dollar me actual figures very good yeah. But make sure say yeah you know the whole 8 years
of 8 years
8 years and now omo no a span of 2 years per no 1.5 cedis half of your entire 8-year duration so we hear the bonus for extrapolation it means say another 2 years become one in 4 years one be 3 cedis say and now experts be crack as a cedi because 6 Ghana cedis to the dollar by the middle of this year. We shall send in air corner. Inti sa claim of better management of the economy omokano. Enya no clear on the evidence of what you've seen. I don't know. Dr. Babiana me quote no. O say ye kaseti Dr. Bamia. O ma yin nsema ye kan na memu. Say bi na and I don't know that Ghana for. Sa lectures o ye in particular. Sa sam ka man ka sa sam for this is material. We here for this ankomodi we. So anything I respond is not necessary. But me say and somewhere I can't Dr. Badwam say or that Ghana for now unim die bi ase na wo kire no emamu ene he is the butt of all jokes say amafo dia needing the whole social media obi social media cry area ho his confidence is completely gone the we are now ne busu edu a otumi gina simpie so kasa ene nte sa ene wo bete ne nka no na oka ICT eye abefo kwantempo ho nsem na oka we jai eye sikasam tutu ho nsem ka in some way, Kafano said na or that Ghana for, and that he was misleading the public, falsifying economic theories. No, Abem pepe because the economician in Sano, Atetia Pansam, and on one person catch and say, if the fundamentals of the economy are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. Menyamana me kan. Yeah. Omayini, me kan a year bosia omabo. Almost say Nanabi say wabo bosia, and omabo bosia di tiaka. Eya some omoka.
No one can do her.
You yourself good. You yourself good. You yourself you said it. Your friend and I said debt replacement. My friend said my baby was 100 million or time so yes me tia me ni bi. Nti makona na bi osana ma me 100 million ko tia me kebi. Me de brewa me de kasa 100 million. Me boa. Emma e ka no enko soro. But ombo bosia na enye ni nyina na omdi tia ka. Omo di bi eye the bonifant the financing the deficit and I said balancing the budget. So at must say. And I wish you more omusika omoje no dodo na akọ the bonifant consumption. The ye di yenum. Omo fa nye investment in infrastructure. Dr. Bami osan wo tape bi a me de be omo wabo. O say yen ye ko bo bosia and I ye consumption. Na eye bad management of the economy. Ene omo bobosia 54 billion Ghana cedis as of December 2016. Nanabi on share me one major hospital in that period. I say air kono ye jaka. Hwe. Bo se ni bi e wa ekobo ya. Ye ntumi ko anfa nya adwuma nansa ye fie konya so. Well, into ya e buy books but na yakobo. Ba ko any $86 million ya kwaje ye for Pokwasi interchange na ekoso. Last week Adom so buy omsi Pokwasi interchange omo ye ntina Adom so ne buy. President Mahama Abosi okobo no mo de ye. Another one Adom bank loan from India, $398 million. And no more yet tomato akoso mo railway line. Yakwaji another one na ye de be obechebi lamte interchange. And no mo sha se minima de kuntia. And abakoso yakwaji $55 million ye de ye interchange e wo Temaran about and obekọ no mo guso ye. Enis busi yakobo ya omo beto ya omo de ye adwuma no mo nka. Ye ja omo $300 million. Ewo account bi a ye create here eno no mo de betu ya $750 million 2007 Dr. Bamia di ani mom ko raise on the euro bond market woko road fund mu a ye je almost $600 million Ghana cedis eno ye kwaje no UBA say omo fentua contractors omo ba no omo fentua enti na ka no abro omo so no o kan get fund asem misrew get fund wo hu omo ba no omo de bi ehye bi aba omo fe no capping and realignment o say get fund ye te ye no eye to a yete ye se ye de ye eye adesua ho nsem enkanka school dan ene impundudwuma e fa adesua ho because of capping and realignment nti o meyi 1.8 billion Ghana cedis out of 2.4 billion within the 2 years aba get fund mu e dey kotua consumption related expenditure
ena for national fin na
so omo ma sas kan na ho a nka contractors o metumi etua omoka emfa wo na e ka o metu enko metumi etua nanso o meyi sika no de ye bibi foforo a emfa get fan emra no so okay finally me ba omo kasa se ne ese bio omo ba aba mu no sika omo hia nyina na yebosia no makobo e no mo de ye wo be ka ye a omo be ka kire yen se Ghana ha sika bi omo hia bia wa ha nti omo hia so omo be bo sia me bo a omo ka kire yen se Dr. Bamia wa ye adwuma Bank of Ghana da nti onim be bia sika wa ye de be ye adwuma ho hia se be bo sia na wo bo sia quote it is a lazy man's approach to economic management sabi se wutu ya kasa abanya eno so ka wadwuma ho it is a wo so wo mo bo sia it means say wo be raise sika domestically dia finance ba wo dim do ma ye 2016 eye sika yenya ne fan go ekoto na bonten amanone no yenya 711 million Ghana cedis and I say 148 million dollars omo ba we did
wasa jump free other prisoners omo get fund because he keep jumping he thought it was a last
I'm jumping I'm telling you say when your revenue and can mutu me the year some including the payment of debt na so about
you see the realities on the go no we dey bond our man every time no who say any pay he keeps jumping from one point to
711 million Ghana cedis nya free fan go ekoton na mano in 2016 na you one oil field 70,000 barrels of oil that could be and then omunya 170 almost 200,000 barrels of oil from 3 oil fields. Omunya 6.2 billion in the last 2 years from oil proceeds alone. What was your budget? Finance minister.
Number one, say only Nesika Omuja Sika. Get fund. Yeah. Look, so how come Get Fund project? Let me say, from 2012, it be as far back as 29.
Get Fund.
I'm telling you, no Munja. Yes, 2009. So 2009.
Okay.
2009. Me say omo buy half from no. It be 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016. Ye any America say ye gusu tua e bia 2010, 2014 here. NHIS ye buy near the 1.2 billion. It was says Uganda 1 fentia. School feeding ye buy na area say 1 close to 500 million. Who was says Canada 1 fentia. Me say something I am road mo sika mo kwaji fi UBA no every month mo e buy as can be to mana neko meanwhile you have given contracts to the tune abro sika o twa to ho so e sika kwa na da ka na obonkwanko na close to 5 billion Ghana cedis busia mo kwaji mo ye pe na anom no so why do you want to lie because e buy a car wo de onyane show get fund so also na sika no wo ho e na accrue na da ho no ma time I buy 2017 mu na make us ko 2017 ko na checks na o sign no 2016 I bounce because Kenya council na over 700 million so why do you sit here and lie se kan wo says kan no ntia sa kan ansa na nka wo me say teachers arrears teachers musu muska gu ho teachers arrears na as far back as 2013 2014 2015 2016 2017 2018 ya ba ni betua etu was kada hwade na nursing training allowance so twam so uniska who was kada hwade na teacher training allowance so twam so uniska who was ka ho no who was ka ho no ma dum so problem na e wonya no na finance jana all the one nya wantua so why do you keep lying so what pesika bi egu ho e na akoji sika we e na sika bi se gu futuo mu e na mobile na nka menya sika bi atua no sa recap na ho kan nya no ni nya no ye sika ya atua ye de ye adefofo eboa e na make say Get Fund is building 300 schools by July yeah Juma because you know why double track no you pay a film you pay a film 300 ni nyamu wie no by July ya make go emergency blocks award ya yetua so it is not true and some all can nyina no yeah trouble because says kana why were people crying me say contractors ka you are aware how many years are NDC for the contractors ka
what I know from Get Fund is that one of your checks to what na jumana and corresponding to the check because remember
that is what I'm trying to say. So what I'm trying to say is that so if you are saying so my juma we obiaba what your check because only can say yeah this our policy ni buy no na our policy ni yi sika no every baby di kogu baby so that is how come yenye skin to aka meanwhile near wo ka no eno no e predate sa police now can cramp no so you see then when you can send to us 700 million no I ba fi na pesca hitia
na contractors ni be so bad and then we try to name front television
that is what I'm trying to say under NDC a road be entimi wo government of Ghana road so na $4 million. Ebeko cocoa board yes na $18 million.
Contractors
na no ma dia mreko ye pa. Oh Felix de dia metaka on communication means no ntu kwan. Se dan ko tu kwan pa oh no tu kwan. Wakofa na say wakofa Fufu Solar Road so that wafa so that. Fufu Solar Road now we were made to believe say it is the best. I don't know who says it close to $90 million a day. We were told that it was the best road. Me say con a death trap and now make us say just about 3 years old. Just about 3 years Fufu Solar Road. I want you booking a book on your accident and go you know. It's a death trap. A quino. Me say, oh, and I can't say me say, and this young, I am here because you can't Ghana pa. Come with the mama manage Ghana qua, you can percentage of 45%. Okay, for the entire Northern Enclave. Eastern Corridor Road, your Eastern Corridor Road, me free president. Me say num Eastern Corridor. Me see ne. Koyendi, kofa bimbila, free bimbila, neko pandai, free horse abra back, neko salaga, neko kwan fun e wo. Meanwhile, you can't Ghana more from independence bring muna mwanya kwanye di Ghana so pa 45% imu and the modi. Look, Fajrapa, never tomorrow, ne kosalaga. Rose in Nanye, Frisalaga, Zone of Jono. What do tumu? Ah, who kosandima, Rose on almost you know. Nini Nanye. Before I bedrew Sandima. Kasina nankana na we free ho Ramuna hwe unu se press mama fa flight or far helicopter e de ko gina Boku road Boga Boku road see ba be ye enti ana me di Honorable Hassan Ayaga ho ya pa no ka ho bi no mkotwa asaso no go kona ko isu ene sa kwan ne
Amahini
Boku na Vrongo road.
Okay, so
Amahini.
So I mean on what? Oh, no. So me yan wie.
Now we quick one now ya na.
We say that you the final one we no me na me wie me mama close no match. Etiti Amahini. So wo fa sa ni ma we say na I still hear NDC for air kasa because mu de mo nya kwanya e di Ghana so for 27 good years. Out of 62 years, you and a modiso. Nako share the entire northern part of Ghana. Now, do you free on we are? Now, the question mensi BM, baby, I'm castle me can be a nano he or boise queen. Afina, almost say President Bayer. So, all of these things, you know, they are lies. Also, when you secret to her, am I now? Am I here? What's happening?
My Henry, Felicia Asamoah, Majaro Niaba. Could you Kofi Asamoah Felicia and they would do our happy birthday and call and for
Amahini.
I said, no, because
Debbie, so what's that saying? I'm buying what can be number.
Debbie, we start here.
And I saw Casa Meba.
Oh, by name, come on, and come on, I want match Timba, come
once a cigar, Meka said, you genuine. Move a cook to me a disputee. Yeah. Swatmasi.
Miss Obuaman can say this.
What can some year do?
Miss Obuaman, such can one quit as I come in.
Me begina TV so radio so enka asem a minim because I do proper research as maba. I'm telling you as a matter of fact. Opa ko UBA na kwa check. Yakwaje ebosia 1.2 billion if you are more 2016. So I'd say you tia contractors are now. Oh, mama kama sem
1.2 billion they gave contract of 5 billion.
Now what I catch you say, how? What I catch you say a road fancy company dem contract.
But I hope sika na title me say 5 billion. Oh, Mako road ministry. Me so afa mo kwata na ko fa na betra. Now kwaje bosia 1.2 billion.
Oh, mama kama sem. Me say.
Now what contract to 5 billion ah. Are you being serious?
Okay, so why do 1.2 contract?
As a okay. Me say yakwaje 1.2 billion.
Felix we say we time Bugabam tinya
ya the moon half about 600 million and the this adwuma no ye just 600 million in the account
me so mboa
enya no oh
me say me makọ
what do you mean we say what
say me say ko ya na kwata ho me so mboa
omahene wo we do
ladies for any momo
omahene
me so mboa
omahene
na dey no every month be an 8 million every mu straight na ko me say omo buy no sika no mo de amunya me say omo award the contract to 5 billion
you see
o man share enye dede ye ntime office
enye dede ya se me
o man come asem na enye papa you are showing this respect to you just as me yedi ma o man ni wo the highest position we hold government national service director me I'm talking to you as somebody who was involved in meetings oh mama ka say yes say ye je bosia 1.2 billion ye the most 600 million e di duma ye ka say ye bi di no ye just 600 million account mu mama ka me bi so share road fund answer na mo be ba abem no na ye de boni fa ne esla ne mu no 1.2 billion ba road fund mu afibia since 2015 so at ma say omo ba ye no enka by this time esen ko menya 2.4 billion road fund mu it is 1.2 billion no mutumi tua no ba ko pe because that was actually
mine say they had given the contract to the tune of
me say road fund different from contract awoma enye road fund sika
but you tied road fund to that contract it's true
I
don't know why research
afonso done research wunya 1.2 billion afibia into a funder in 5 years we benya $6 billion into Uma contracts 5.2 billion and you'll be able to pay in 5 years.
Yeah. I knew 1 year.
Oh, Nasa one road contract 1 year, 5.2 billion.
The following year, almost have 1 year.
When the catcher will say Uma contract,
1 year, dear.
Clearly, that's understand as my work. You see, get fund as one kind. Get fund, a photo, a bamboo biara. It will be to me, I'm a contract in anticipation of scale, but not your coachia. Say omu dim rane swa and omo divert 1.8 billion into consumption related expenditure and come to meet you can be a get funding.
Me say it is not true.
I don't know
me say as at the time I come. Me say 700 million who says it can but necessarily can want to meet you.
Okay.
And you see my problem is this. If you are saying it says it can
heckle no.
Oh, there be no heckling. There be injury time. What I say here. That's all now okay. Hold on. Most of my you
heckling no.
They are having normal friendly intervention.
Oh, you see what can someone enya no kra na me expose wo ma
wo nia okanya no kra
because me hwe you see Nanabi finance minister budget kona kofa na kohwe
ni se nia okanya nya no kra
oh Nanabi
Nanabi
you say what say on position
hold on Mesro you didn't come on
exactly now
hold on
na was say
oh you say oh na say oh I be say ma me say ma no kra
ko be say table say
Felix ba I be say ma I je ko say no ni
that's all
no ni problem say ba
okay you meet be dunum
na be la wo yes ala wo nya bo say ma
dunum
hwe o ma hene
ya ko dunum be say NDC
baba make kasa
eba wo be ka wasem na afi
be ka wasem
oh afina me ba oh
me say na person ka bi ka de person ka ba obasa ka ye ko twa ba ka de person
oh there be man can we
that's what the
point I was making is say no issue of
to wrap up I remember Felix and we dance enough in Felix for a minute and 9.
All right. You see, as I make say, make I see Jessica. Me will specific project somebody and when to me and dispute back crowd. So that must say, get fund as I work at. The meet you say, get fund no. A funder debiano so which you have VAT ya. Almost 2.5% and go 2. Into debiano is cabin. But bet me I can say, essence can emba dodo at the same time in it no. Oh, Bobu CMB, Eddie trainer, way back, we could cheer. So I must say, it is a balance ya Bobo Sia. The way I says, can a bar, not the Kutia Bosiano. But Omo is a beer by a friend of capping and realignment. Chess a Sika, I was a coget from one funding in Ama, Ome TB from source. Omo, we are, there's a common also no. Now, Ome Yibi, Eddie Koya Niama, and fa the fencing principle, and answer Botaya, Tafan Nechi. Sir, you road fund gonna make can wasem. You go bob 1.2 billion from UBA. And she say within 2 years, you bet ya. So what must say? Yeah, na out of 1.2 billion, you must say 7 million a year duma. And take 600 million na. Wo ba the up be out me the year. either say would be to contractors are omodoka odi omoka sorry and now say would be new projects meboa better ban 2 years ni omenya 2.4 billion in the road fund because of esla yen de buy inti some person mutua 1.2 billion ko mutumi tua na ko pe enya another 1.2 billion e de ye de person mo ye bia it is all balance yama contracts 5.2 billion na contractor no nka se betia ni nyina enne woni ne ye nhyehyɛ se metuo sika no over a certain period inti asika na eba no na wudi bi tua but omo divert sika no ekoye bibi foforo a emfa botaya enu nti yati road fund eno na aba no hwɛ wonim se esla sika no omo de emu 600 million ekotua pension arrears meanwhile pension arrears na ya ban asodi se obeyi afi GOG fund mu e de aye eto so mienu na e bo ma so te ye ka se yen projects aye no hu omo buy project papa be no mai ka kire me project is true be no mutumi health sector almost one major project on my ya ene ye de ne ye pe yen over health sector teaching hospitals regional hospitals central region kwa answer ne ye be kono ne ya share 10 polyclinics ase 10 polyclinics almost buy a polyclinic do so no mesi with sika o menya nyina yen ye di insuo 107.9 million barrels a day e kan de na e word da ho eno ntina ni pe wa denta enya insuo nom ye no almost buy how many barrels of water a day no mo de aka ho.
Okay.
Am I any? What about house na? Adansi. Do say no mo de aka ho. Sa wo ba roads omo kwan a o ma ye enkyere wo. Enti mo ne bibi a mo de kyere. Ma wo bosia 54 billion. Mo ne bibi a mo de kyere Ghana for. Ebisa mo se mo de tua ka. Me wa ka so mutua a esenke ka no kofom. Na we de ye kosoro. So that's why I'm making ase. Enti say ye ba ne ye ka oman no ehun nsem a ese ye ma no kwedi e dead. Ene no because of availability of information. Inti won't mean kasa mo anya no kre hwe onim bebi asase mefia onko hwe 2019 budget a owura ofuriata de betu bia 2018 budget ndi omo kire capital ni realignment sika efi the various funds mo eko nti onko video be hu na onya say o dispute as man make on the basis of nothing me dey trust won't mean find
number 1 get fund here but the can't sense more can trust say we make one as say abura say buka me esi ni mu ho na em for many em for many almost ni mu basa em for many me see a car na da ho no e car na be 4-5 years old it is a wo ka say can na wo ho no. And I'm saying, even as at the time I buy an animal, you NDC for them issue 700 million checks to various contract. Because it does not reflect how. Oh, it does not reflect the reality. Who this kind of 1.2 billion. Secondly, let me say, of Amakwata ho. Makwaji 1.2 billion. Every man be 88 in echo. Fine. Now one man in a year, 1 year. Now one man contract to the tune of 5.2 billion. 5.2 billion. Akwakwa say wako say so na enso adware. How? And that is just 1 year. The following year, almost have another one. How? It just said now they had an ugly haste. How? Say yeah, bibi. How? That is why I make her say, even in the health sector, you will scar. For health sector, you buy NHI is number 1.2 billion. NHI is 1.2 billion. What is your worry? School feeding, number the cow. Look, projects are all canon. I acknowledge. But you see, say, come busy, can you panel contract a quack jebosia? I see e-block. When Tranica and a different name. Abayaba, after a buyer Sako Pesca, and the Aquaco Tranica, and you are telling the same Abay say, I wasn't going to say another project. I say, are you serious? Who was that Eastern Corridor Road? Eastern Corridor Road, Union Chaka. Near one call for when you make us on 2 coin or 10 cry. Facebook, office. Only baby. Who is the corridor? One was our contract in Yauna. You tell me, the Cambo was our roads because I've been there, I've seen it. Saros in ongoing. A car, no more honum. It's Union Trust I can read, Nippon Quajabusia, or the Adna Union Track and Reno. Was a Sarcoma different contract. Yeah, so that is Dr. Before I met one. Dr. Dufo, one met one. So the fact of the matter is that Momo Sama Mokan. Yes, we. Busa say Musa no mutimi tuaka. And indeed,
how?
Look, me say Bosia ba omobo edigu e me de so no consider wa say. Yes, indeed. Mukwaje Busia ne sa de betua. That is why your debt to GDP ratio everything to me balu no. Because we are managing our debt very well. The nominal figure debt menyasa. Oh, it was better than Momo there.
It is not true.
Because the nominal figure will go up. The nominal figure will go up. But debt to GDP ratio will always perform better. Because first can ekwaje Busia bo boni amukwaje na ebi ho no negotiation basa. Eni na 3 billion China nanke kope. Yen sanka kwa na etwa be 70 something million. Anko for na pre-negotiation and commitment in and we buy. Sign no hybrid. And we 3 billion buy. 3 billion buy. We say sovereign bond. Na the Ghana to me krata and Ghana na yes no ka house once me ya. Unko won ferry. Say. Won see one unit. I'm ka tell somebody see 30,000
one unit won see.
And no mo dey Ghana to me krata na e ko pie Senegal. Sovereign guarantee no. E ko pie Senegal na ko pie Mali.
Okay, maybe.
Say yeah, Pesicaba Besida. And this is when was someone with the Ghana deal. So, etino, we are go there. Men cosa, oh, the material was somebody baby. Oh. My who's was a message? Who's was a message? Where we has my turn. Where we has so my who claim say mo free ho okay who claim I made this point I'm going to make it who claim say you free ho no na mo de mo muska okay and can meet me there bibia and yeah ba he's talking about physical infrastructure which I can say so yeah look our commitment towards Ghana education free SHS they no dey attempt there do you know how much we commit to free SHS every year more than 1.2 billion because you know why it is the resolve of His Excellency the President that he is not going to leave any child behind so every year do you know something side investment you know there is no way NDC can come there
okay for 1 minute wrap up your point
for 1 minute and wrap up you have been unfair.
Oh, my fairness, the new year.
No, you have been unfair. You said all the time, no, we are not me. No, but it's not fair. No, that's 1 minute. No, Debbie, you might be fair. I'll not lie. You not fair.
You must be fair to viewers.
Mr. Viewers, no, I won't lie. I was supposed to have a fun about. No, you have been unfair. Oh, my. Then I'll lie.
Ghana. And yeah, how you know, free SHS. It's only as
Obianka say how you. But police about different about. Police about me
a very useful.
And yeah, problem
as if that's the only difficulty.
A fundamental problem.
There's nothing fundamental about.
I am not Romanian. Yet me free SHS.
They are the worst management of the economy. Since I fought to publish us.
More than more economy
and some economy catch in opposition.
And now Greek is doing far better than time. Economy is doing far better. 54 billion. And you have considered.
Is it?
That is what we are doing. What are you talking about? Sana president mama you see obrichi gift policy
Honorable Alexander Akon good morning Oman you do not rule with assurances you rather rule a country with deliveries you should be interested in what is happening in your country as a Ghanaian. And secondly, for posterity and future of our children, it is also true that Dr. Paul Akwa has taken over as the chairman of the economic management team. So, Honorable Alexander Akon, good morning. Well, on this note, quickly, Techima for Afro Festival. I wish you all the best in celebrating it. I miss it because one of the best. Wesley Day that I am Wesley Day Techima Musibo.
Oh yeah, can tampo.
Musibo Techima.
300 projects. 300. I'm telling you. Oko Obuasi sector can government to say see all. And I said, yes, Mr. By 300
Abanya.
Yes.
Nabakwasem work from cry in terms of imposition MPP.
Stretch the longest kilometers.
Charlotte for
one major hospital.
Charlotte Fosia, from Fosia. Call me region as women's organizer.
Or a very sharp lady.
So Charlotte, one of our hopeful for the region. Yeah, support.
And
then in your Bema, Evans of Gary Boa. Also, Yatawachi or Quanstro.
One can yoko.
Yeah,
one can yoko.
It was
one can position go.
Yeah,